Ladies and gentlemen, you might want to sit down for this one. Or better yet, lay down and clutch your pearls. Because what just leaked out of the love and hip-hop universe has fans gasping, cameras shaking, and Rasheeda reportedly being carried out of a hotel room in tears. You thought cheating scandals were done after Kirk's past slip-ups. You thought Mona Scott was finally going to give us a peaceful season? Think again. Because this time, it's not just Kirk. It's Kirk, Bambi, and Erica Mena, all in the same bed.
Yep, you heard that right.
And guess who had the whole thing recorded from a hidden hotel camera? Mona Scott Young herself. The footage has allegedly slipped out, and now fans, cast members, and even security guards are scrambling to make sense of this triple betrayal. Is this real? Is this scripted? Or has love and hip-hop officially gone full WWE? Because Rasheeda didn't just catch her man cheating. She caught him in a scene that looked like it belonged on OnlyFans After Dark. Grab your popcorn, charge your phone, and cancel your therapist. Because this scandal is about to wreck all timelines. Now listen, before we even get into the jaw-dropping receipts, let's rewind the tape and make something very clear. Kirk Frost has been walking on relationship thin ice since season 1. We're talking about the same man who once handed Rasheeda a DNA test on national television like it was a birthday card. The same Kirk who dipped off on a dirt bike mid-argument. The same Kirk who's been on more apology tours than Chris Brown. And somehow, Rasheeda always managed to hold it down like a true Southern queen. But this time, this betrayal didn't come in the form of a random girl from the strip club. Oh no. This time, it came with two glittering LHH veterans, Bambi and Erica Mena. And baby, it wasn't a rumor. It wasn't a text. It wasn't a he say, she say moment. It was caught.
On camera.
Movie camera bomb. Sources close to the production team claim this all went down at what was supposed to be a private cast reset retreat, hosted by Mona Scott herself in a luxury Miami Beach resort. You know, the kind of therapy getaway that's really just an excuse to pour champagne and spark chaos in HD. Rasheeda allegedly flew in late after handling business in Atlanta. Meanwhile, Kirk arrived early, red flag number 1. But guess who else was coincidentally already checked in when Kirk got there? Bambi and Erica. Now, let's break this down because if you're a real LHH fan, you already know the tea between these three. First, Bambi, who's been tangled up with Scrappy for years and just recently walked away from their toxic entanglement. Second, Erica Mena, whose whole existence is basically a walking tornado of relationship ruin. Third, Kirk, who apparently never learned what monogamy means, even after Rasheeda turned him into a meme 37 different times. Anyway, here's where things go from suspicious to straight-up disgusting. According to an anonymous production assistant, who we'll call Camcorder Kenny, Mona Scott had pre-installed discreet hidden cameras in certain cast suites for what she claimed was insurance footage in case drama unfolded off-camera. Camcorder Kenny says he was reviewing footage to sync it with the upcoming confessionals when he stumbled upon a clip that made him throw his headset across the room. In the dimly lit suite, around 2:13 a.m., the camera caught what appeared to be Kirk in a robe, with a glass of Hennessy, walking into a bedroom where both Bambi and Erica were already under the covers. Face screaming in fear. Let that sink in. We're not saying they were talking. We're not saying they were having a production meeting. We're saying it was grown folks hour. And Mona's camera caught everything. Even worse, Rasheeda walked in the next morning, not because someone warned her, but because her room key was coded to that same suite. That's right. She wasn't even supposed to see it. But according to Camcorder Kenny, the second she opened that door, the scene froze. Erica grabbed a pillow. Bambi sat up like she was on Bad Girls Club. And Kirk allegedly stood there, in his boxers, and said, "Rasheeda, this ain't what it looks like." Sir, unless there's a church choir under those sheets, it's exactly what it looks like. Rasheeda reportedly dropped her purse, stared for 10 seconds, then collapsed onto the hallway floor before security rushed over and the cameras cut off. Now here's where it gets even wilder, because you know we ain't done. Instead of comforting Rasheeda, or issuing statements, or even showing basic human decency, guess what happened? Erica Mena went live.
Yes, live.
From the hotel's Wi-Fi, wearing the same hoodie she was seen in the footage. And guess what her caption said? "Don't play wife if you can't keep your man." Woman shrugging #good morning. Let that disrespect marinate. Social media exploded instantly. Tweets were flying. IG comments hit DEFCON 1. One fan posted, "This ain't love and hip-hop. This is love and hell." Meanwhile, Mona Scott?
Silent.
No comment. No denial. Just radio silence. But insiders say Mona not only knew about the footage, she greenlit a backup team to secure it and is now allegedly planning to use it for a season-ending twist that will shake the franchise. And baby, if what we've heard is even half true, this isn't just a scandal. This is the funeral of Kirk's reputation and possibly the end of Rasheeda's ride-or-die era. But hold up, because this scandal is just warming up. Because what happened after the collapse? What did Bambi say when she was dragged into her confessional? And how did Mona justify hiding cameras in bedrooms? You're about to find out, because part 2? That's where the leaks, lies, and legal threats come in hot. So now that we've watched Rasheeda literally drop to the floor like she just got hit with a gospel revelation, let's walk through the aftermath. Because if you thought the collapse was the climax, baby, the real mess hadn't even started yet. Right after the shocking hotel bedroom ambush, Mona Scott's production team, aka the Chaos Crew, went into immediate damage control mode. But not to protect Rasheeda. Oh no. Their priority? Securing the footage and locking the suite down like it was a crime scene. According to Camcorder Kenny, our inside source who now deserves hazard pay, Mona personally ordered the files to be backed up on an encrypted drive and hand-delivered to her suite. Word is she even said, "This might be the biggest moment since Jocelyn fought Stevie and the green screen cracked." Mona was allegedly grinning. Meanwhile, Rasheeda was still in total emotional shock. Paramedics were called, but she refused to go to the hospital. She sat silently in the lobby with her sunglasses on, iced coffee untouched, while producers tried to convince her not to walk off the show. And Kirk? Oh, he was trying to lie his way through it like a Dollar Tree magician. Sources say his first line to producers was, "They was just in there talking about Bambi's situation with Scrappy." That's all it was. Excuse us? Talking? In bed? With champagne glasses? At 2 a.m.? Sir, this isn't TEDx, Love and Hip Hop Edition. Meanwhile, Bambi? Unbothered. Entirely. Sis was seen doing her makeup in a mirror, mumbling, "Well, I'm single anyway. I owe nobody nothing." And Erica Mena? She was already planning the rollout.
Eyes.
Within hours, she uploaded an IG carousel of cryptic quotes. "Be mad at the man, not the woman who showed you the truth. Closed legs don't get fed." And the most savage one, "If you treat her like an option, I'll show her she is better ones." And then, she posted a boomerang with Bambi, both sipping mimosas in robes, captioned, "Brunch with my sis kiss mark #no regrets #we said what we said." Fans went feral. Comments ranged from, "This ain't even scandalous anymore. This is spiritual warfare. Rasheeda needs a Grammy just for surviving this show. Mona Scott is running a reality show, Hunger Games." But let's talk about the footage leak, because this is where things really spiraled. 2 days after the incident, a low-res snippet of the camera footage mysteriously surfaced online, posted to an anonymous TikTok account titled @Mona Said No. Flushed face. The 15-second clip showed Kirk reaching for the covers, Erica looking directly at the camera lens like she knew it was there, and Bambi giggling as she pulled the sheets over her head. The internet broke. Twitter, IG, Reddit, even Facebook aunties were weighing in. #Kirk caught again. #pray for Rasheeda. #Bambi and Erica Unholy Alliance. But here's the wildest part. A few fans recognized the hotel suite from a TikTok Bambi posted weeks ago, where she gave a mirror selfie tour and accidentally caught Kirk's hat sitting on the dresser.
Yup. The hat.
People went full FBI. One fan zoomed in and tweeted, "That's Kirk's I'm about to cheat hat." He wears it every time he fumbles the bag. And now, everyone's asking the million-dollar question. Was this entire thing orchestrated? Because here's what we found out next. Magnifying glass stilted left Mona Scott had allegedly signed both Bambi and Erica Mena to an exclusive bonus contract just a week before the retreat. A contract that gave them back-end points for every episode their storyline dominated.
Let me repeat that.
They got paid extra to bring chaos. So now fans are divided. Some say Rasheeda is the true victim and deserves justice, and possibly her own spin-off where she's just left in peace to open boutiques. Others say Kirk is trash, but he's been trash and blame Rasheeda for staying. But a growing number of fans? They're now questioning whether Mona set the entire thing up from the start. As one Redditor put it, this ain't a scandal. This is performance art. Mona's creating plot twists stronger than Netflix. But the drama didn't stop there. A fake legal notice started circulating online, allegedly from Rasheeda's PR team, threatening legal action against VH1, Mona Scott, and both cast members involved. It read, Ms. Rasheeda Frost is pursuing immediate legal remedies due to an unauthorized invasion of privacy, emotional harm, and calculated brand sabotage. Was it real? Maybe. Maybe not. But it definitely lit the flame, because a few hours later, Mona finally broke her silence. She posted a single IG story. Black screen. White text. Sometimes the truth hurts. That's why we film it. Hashtag stay tuned.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, Erica Mena went live again because of course she did. And in between sips of whatever was in her flute, she laughed and said, "Don't act like your favorite couples on this show ain't done worse. We just got caught in 4K. And as for Rasheeda, she's been completely off social media since the footage dropped.
No tweets.
No posts. No stories. Just silence. Which honestly says everything. And yet, the streets are still talking. And we're still watching. Because if Mona's planning to air that footage in the finale, the consequences are gonna shake love and hip-hop to its core. So buckle up, because in part 3, we're diving deep into what happens next. Backhand index pointing right, will Rasheeda sue? Backhand index pointing right, will Kirk get fired? Backhand index pointing right, will Bambi and Erica face backlash, or walk away with a new spin-off? And most importantly, was this ever even real, or was it reality TV's biggest setup yet? So now that we've witnessed the emotional collapse, the IG lives, the leaked footage, and Mona's chilling one-liner, let's talk about the fallout. And trust me, it's a tsunami. First things first, Rasheeda has gone ghost. No tweets. No Instagram stories. No boutique posts. No product plugs. Sis has vanished into silence like Beyoncé during a cheating rumor. And that silence? It's loud. Loud enough that bloggers, fans, and industry insiders are all convinced something major is brewing behind the scenes. Insider sources now claim that Rasheeda has officially lawyered up and is preparing to sue not just Kirk, but VH1, Mona Scott Young, and the production company for invasion of privacy, emotional distress, unlawful surveillance, and defamation by association. One alleged source said,
"She's done."
Like, done. She told Mona it's either her or the footage. If they air that scene, she walks for good. But here's the twist. Mona Scott reportedly replied with 2 words. By then. Now look, this isn't the first time Rasheeda and Kirk's relationship has been tested. But this might be the final nail in the Frost legacy. Because it's not just cheating this time, it's a betrayal filmed, packaged, and marketed for ratings. And guess who's fully capitalizing off it? You guessed it, Erica Mena and Bambi. According to leaked emails obtained by someone who works for the reunion's makeup crew, Erica and Bambi are both being offered a joint appearance deal for the season finale and the reunion episode.
Yes.
A joint appearance. They're reportedly getting $25,000 each just to sit next to each other and explain their side. Erica's already dropped hints about this on social. She tweeted, "When you glow different, they swear you a villain. Stay mad." And Bambi? She posted a bikini boomerang with the caption, "Vacation hits different when you're unbothered." Now, let's talk fan reaction, because y'all already know the internet is eating this up. Twitter is split into 3 camps. Team Rasheeda, the loyal fans who want justice, revenge, and possibly Mona's production license revoked. Rasheeda been loyal for too long. She deserves better and a whole rebrand. Put her on OWN, not VH1. If Rasheeda doesn't throw a drink at the reunion, I will. Team Drama, the mess lovers who don't care who got hurt, as long as the footage drops. I'm not proud, but I need to see the tape. Mona, upload it to YouTube now. This is bigger than Scandoval. It's love and hip-hop. Infinity War. Team Conspiracy. The theorists who believe this was all staged by Mona, down to the camera angles. This feels like Kris Jenner's playbook with more baby hairs. They all signed a contract to betray each other. Don't fall for it. But the wildest development yet? The Department of Labor in Georgia is reportedly investigating the production company for possible violations of privacy and workplace safety, especially after it was confirmed that the hidden hotel cameras were never disclosed in cast contracts.
You heard that right.
This could escalate from a love and hip-hop scandal to a real courtroom showdown. Meanwhile, rumor has it that Kirk has fled to his side condo in Decatur and hasn't been seen in public since the footage leak. A close friend told bloggers. He's laying low. He thought this would just be another storyline. He didn't think the footage would actually surface. Typical Kirk energy. Play stupid games, win stupid heartbreaks. And now the question on everyone's mind. Will Rasheeda return to the show? Reports say producers are begging her to film one last scene, not even to explain, just to complete her arc. They even offered to edit the footage to blur faces. As if we didn't already see the receipts. But according to someone on her team, she's tired of protecting Kirk's image. This ain't about the show anymore. This is about dignity. And Mona? Still silent, but a little birdie, aka a leaked reunion script draft, says the finale episode will be titled Uncovered, the night it all fell apart. So yeah, they're going full scandal mode with this. And here's the kicker. Spotify podcast producers and Netflix documentary crews have allegedly reached out to Rasheeda for a healing arc story about surviving public betrayal. Imagine it. From Frost to Freedom, the Rasheeda story. Coming 2025. But until then, the world is watching. Every single move. Kirk, Bambi, Erica, Mona, the web is spun. The questions are heavy. The silence is louder than ever. And Rasheeda? She's holding the final card. Will she speak her truth on the reunion couch? Or will she walk away for good, leaving Mona to clean up the ratings mess? Because if one thing's certain, this wasn't just a scandal. This was a betrayal televised, monetized, and weaponized. And it might have just changed love and hip-hop forever. So now the question is, what happens next? Will Rasheeda finally break her silence and burn the entire set down with one confession? Will Mona Scott air the footage and risk the biggest legal war in love and hip-hop history? Or will Kirk somehow fumble his way into another apology tour with flowers, a soft voice, and that same tired hoodie? This scandal isn't just messy, it's historic. And if the footage actually drops during the reunion, let's just say, TV will never be the same. But now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Rasheeda should walk away from VH1 for good? Was this all one big Mona Scott setup from day one? And most importantly, should that footage be released to the public or buried forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading every single one. Smash that like button if you're still clutching your edges. And don't forget to subscribe, because over here, we don't just spill the tea. We pour the whole damn kettle. See you next time, if Mona doesn't come for us first.